The Almanack of Naval Ravikant was written by Eric Jorgensen, based on the thoughts and teachings of Naval Ravikant. Naval is an entrepreneur, angel investor, and philosopher who has gained a massive following for his insights on building wealth and living a fulfilling life. This book is like a collection of his best ideas, carefully organized to help anyone who wants to achieve financial freedom and personal happiness. It takes advice Naval has shared on podcasts, social media, and interviews, and makes it easy to understand and apply in your own life. The book has two main parts. The first focuses on creating wealth, and the second on living a happy and meaningful life. What's great about it is that you don't need a business degree or deep knowledge of philosophy to benefit from it. Everything is explained in a simple, clear way. The goal is to inspire you to think differently about success and happiness, and to give you tools to create a life you love. Naval emphasizes that wealth and happiness are deeply connected, but they are built in different ways. Let's start by diving into the idea of wealth. Naval defines wealth as freedom. It's not just about having a lot of money in the bank. True wealth means having control over your time and your choices. It's being able to do what you want, when you want, without worrying about bills or obligations. This kind of freedom doesn't happen by chance. It's something you have to build. According to Naval, the best way to do that is by creating assets that work for you. An asset can be anything that generates income, even when you're not actively working. For example, starting a business, creating software, writing a book, or investing in real estate are all ways to build assets. Think of it this way. If you work a regular job, you only earn money when you're working. But if you have assets, they can earn money for you, even while you're asleep. That's why Naval often says, earn with your mind, not your time. He wants people to focus on creating value that doesn't depend on constant effort. A key to building assets is understanding leverage. Leverage is a concept that helps you achieve more with less effort. For example, think about technology. If you create an app or a website, it can reach millions of people without you having to personally talk to each one. This is a form of leverage because technology multiplies your effort. Another example is capital. If you invest money wisely, it can grow without requiring your constant attention. Even people can be a form of leverage if you build a team or hire help to accomplish your goals. Naval encourages us to learn skills that use leverage. Instead of relying on physical labor, he suggests focusing on skills like coding, writing, or building online content. Skills that let you create something valuable at scale. For instance, if you're good at writing, you could start a blog or publish an ebook. These kinds of projects can generate income long after you've finished working on them. But how do you know what skills to focus on? That's where the idea of specific knowledge comes in. Naval explains that specific knowledge is the unique combination of skills, experiences, and interests that only you have. It's something you're naturally good at or deeply curious about. The best part? Specific knowledge doesn't feel like work because you love doing it. For example, if you've always loved photography and have a knack for editing, you could turn that into a career or a side hustle. Specific knowledge is powerful because it can't be easily taught or copied. It's the result of your personal journey, and it makes you stand out in a crowded world. Naval's advice is to follow your curiosity, keep learning, and focus on the things you truly enjoy. Over time, you'll develop skills that are uniquely yours, and these skills can become the foundation of your success. Now, let's shift gears and talk about happiness, the other big focus of the book. Naval believes that happiness is a skill. It's not something you find by luck or achieve once and for all. Instead, it's something you can practice and get better at over time. According to Naval, happiness comes from within. It's about training your mind to be content and letting go of unnecessary worries. One of Naval's most memorable quotes is, "A calm mind, a fit body, and a house full of love must be earned." This means that happiness isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. For example, staying active, eating well, and getting enough sleep are basic habits that can improve your mood and energy levels. Building strong relationships with friends and family is also key to long-term happiness. Naval also talks about the importance of mental clarity. He encourages people to spend time alone and reflect on their lives. This can help you figure out what you really want instead of just following what society expects. Many people are stuck on what Naval calls the default path, which means they're chasing things like a fancy job title or a big house because they think that's what success looks like. But Naval's advice is to define success on your own terms. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? What kind of life do I want to live? When you have clear answers to these questions, it's easier to make decisions that align with your true values. Another important idea in the book is how to think about time. Naval says that time is your most valuable resource because you can never get it back. This is why he recommends saying no to things that don't truly matter. For example, if you're spending hours every day scrolling through social media, but it doesn't bring you joy or value, you might want to cut back and use that time for something more meaningful. One of the most practical tips in the book is about decision-making. Naval believes in focusing on what's essential and simplifying your life. Instead of trying to do everything, he suggests creating systems and habits that make progress automatic. For instance, if you want to get fit, don't rely on willpower to go to the gym every day. Set up a routine that makes exercise easy, like keeping your workout clothes by your bed so you can grab them first thing in the morning. Naval also shares advice on reading and learning, which he sees as key to personal growth. He encourages people to read books that genuinely interest them, not just ones they think they should read. When you're excited about a topic, learning feels effortless. Naval even suggests skipping sections of books if they don't hold your attention. It's better to focus on the parts that inspire you. The book is filled with wisdom like this, presented in a positive and encouraging way. Naval doesn't just give advice. He reminds you that success and happiness are achievable for anyone. He believes that life isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter and focusing on the things that truly matter.